Imagine a business that pulls in $13 billion in a single month. It pays zero corporate tax, and instead of building its own factories, it forces other people to pay for its entire physical footprint. In 2026, the World Cup is arriving in North America. Usually, when a country secures the rights to host, governments sell the event to their public as an investment, a promise of an economic boom and a lasting cultural legacy. But look closely at the ledger, and you'll find it's everyday taxpayers in the United States, Canada, and Mexico footing the massive bills to secure the streets, run the trains, and manage the logistics for the tournament. While these host cities scramble to cover those security costs, the organization behind the event, legally registered in Switzerland as a nonprofit, is sitting on a war chest of $4 billion in cash reserves. This creates a unique legal paradox. A tax-exempt charity that generates more revenue in a month than many global corporations do in a year, all while bearing none of the financial risk of the event itself. The entire model relies on outsourcing the physical reality of the sport. To host the tournament, a country needs world-class infrastructure. FIFA does not pay to build a single road, hotel, or stadium. For the 2022 tournament, Qatar spent a staggering $220 billion constructing a brand new metro system, fresh hotels, and 7 new stadiums from scratch. In return for that massive investment, the host nation generated about $1.5 billion in tourism and broadcast revenue, a return that doesn't even cover a fraction of the initial cost. The historical ledger is full of these unbalanced equations. During the 2014 World Cup, Brazil spent $550 million to construct a brand new mega stadium. 12 months later, that multi-million-dollar structure was being used as a parking lot for commercial buses. In South Africa, the $600 million Cape Town facility built for the 2010 tournament now costs the local government more money to maintain each year than it actually earns. Far from generating an economic boom, hosting the World Cup leaves cities with permanent financial burdens. The host absorbs the risk, while FIFA extracts the cash. Without owning a single piece of real estate, FIFA is projecting $13 billion in revenue for the upcoming North American cycle. Nearly half of that money comes straight from television rights. Broadcasters pay billions for the exclusive feed to air the matches, generating about 45% of FIFA's total income. Another massive chunk comes from corporate sponsorships and luxury licensing. Brands pay a premium to attach their logo to the event, with companies like Louis Vuitton paying for the right to manufacture the trophy's travel case. But the final revenue stream is where everyday fans feel the squeeze directly: ticketing. For 2026, FIFA has fully embraced dynamic pricing. Because prices fluctuate based on real-time demand, the cheapest final match tickets are currently projected to cost the equivalent of 4 months of American marketplace health insurance. This flowchart shows what happens if a fan tries to buy on the resale market, where FIFA controls the digital platform. The organization takes a 30% commission on every resale, draining 15% from the buyer and another 15% from the seller. This strategy is so aggressive that it triggered official investigations from the Attorneys General of New York and New Jersey, looking into whether the organization is intentionally creating fake scarcity to manipulate fans. By controlling every aspect of the intellectual property, FIFA has positioned itself to take a cut of every transaction, from global broadcast rights down to individual seat resales, without assuming any of the debt of the host cities. This brings us to a structural question. If a nonprofit brings in $13 billion and has zero infrastructure expenses, where exactly does the excess cash legally go? FIFA spends $1.8 billion on tournament operations, but they funnel a larger sum, $2.7 billion, into development funds. These funds are distributed to all 211 member associations worldwide, giving every single nation one equal vote. That means a massive soccer market like the United States holds the exact same voting power as a tiny nation like Bhutan. Advocacy groups argue this creates a highly effective patronage system. The organization ensures political loyalty from smaller nations by promising them consistent, direct financial payouts. Over the past decade, leadership continually increased those payouts, recently reaching $8 million per member. These distributions provide the leadership with the votes they need to remain in power. The result is total consolidation. FIFA president Gianni Infantino maintains absolute authority, securing the necessary votes to run for his position completely unopposed. They use taxpayer money to build the stages and squeeze fans for billions. Then they funnel that massive profit into a global political machine that ensures the top leadership can never be challenged, all under the guise of a non-profit mission to unite the world.